We got another Cummins here with EGR codes. One of the most common things we see with all of our Cummins engines. Oftentimes these things get clogged up with EGR valves. Here's our codes here. We've got an EGR restriction, most severe and moderately severe. These are the most recent active codes. It's actually even a technical service bulletin because, well, these EGR valves get clogged up so much. Now, before we jump into it, this is an ISL Cummins or a 9-liter Cummins, but this EGR setup is very similar for the 6.7 liters, the commercial grade, as well as the ones in the Rams. So what do we have here? Well, this is your EGR crossover pipe. This is the EGR valve. This is what controls how much EGR flow is actually allowed into the intake and then into your engine. This is your EGR temp sensor, and then underneath it, this is your EGR pressure sensor. And now this could also be bad, causing that code. So this is your differential pressure sensor. We just took it off. Measures the pressure of the EGR gas, and that's how the engine knows how much gas is actually getting put into the engine. And well, there's 2 orifices that feed pressure up into that sensor. What I like to do is you got to make sure that they're free. So I'll stuff a zip tie in there. As you can see, she goes in and out pretty good. So we should be okay there. All right, we got everything apart here. Here's our EGR valve. Now again, guys, just look at how much soot and carbon's in there. Just, yeah, all going in your intake. And these Cummins engines just run so sooty for whatever reason. Here's your valve again, super sooty in there. But here's what catches my eye. We got exhaust gases leaking up into the actual actuator here. So we'll take a look at that. Might have to do some electrical wizardry and see what's going on, but I bet you this valve has failed. That was my guess. But anyways, guys, there's a very common issue with Cummins that we see. EGR valve issues, carboning up, and potentially even full-on failures.